Air Canada laying off more than 5,000 employees. Joining us right now is Teresa Mitchell, the Vice President of the Air Canada component of Canadian Union of Public Employees. Thanks for joining us this morning.
My pleasure.
We know the layoffs will take effect by April, and Air Canada is saying these are temporary layoffs. What options do the workers have in the meantime?
In the meantime, they're going to have voluntary off-duty status. So for those that don't want to go to work, they're going to allow other people to be on off-duty. For them to be on off-duty status so that others can go to work. And then they also will receive EI benefits during that time.
You've posted a memo that you say was sent to your members by Air Canada regarding the advice to self-isolate. I want to read it for our viewers here. You're exempted given you're well-trained and prepared to protect yourselves, spend less time in the countries being visited, and have access to and use protective measures on board, including hand sanitizers, masks, and gloves. What do you make of this reasoning?
We have been advocating that we should not be we should be self-isolating for the very simple fact that anyone returning from outside of the country is required to self-isolate. And as of recently, this includes, in Ontario, all the healthcare workers. So it's not clear to us how we somehow are exempt, but they aren't. So we will be discussing that later today with the governing agencies because it makes no logical sense.
In your conversations later today, what ultimately do you want from Air Canada for your members, both regarding self-isolation and increased protective measures on board?
Well, actually, our conversation later will be with the health agency, but we will have ongoing discussions with Air Canada about this. And essentially what we really want is for those of our members who are continuing to go to work, we need them to have protective equipment, and that includes proper fitting N95 masks, medical grade gloves, long sleeve surgical gowns, and face shields. There's so many other things, and we've also advocated to ensure that there is the least amount of contact with the passengers as possible, so that the only thing that we should be there for is safety, security, and first aid.
Yeah, social distancing, very challenging to practice while you're on flight. What recourse are you willing to explore if the airline doesn't amend their safety policies to the satisfaction of your members?
Well, we have been in constant contact with our members since this started, and they are well educated on their right to refuse unsafe work. And we feel that they have the tools they need. If they go to work, they feel there's a danger or they don't feel safe, they have a right to refuse. That's their right under the Canada Labour Code.
Teresa Mitchell, I want to thank you for joining us this morning. And I should let our viewers know, we did reach out to Air Canada for comment on this matter. This is the statement that they sent us. We continue to monitor this rapidly evolving situation very closely. We also want to ensure that we are 100% compliant with all PFAC and Transport Canada regulations surrounding health measures as pertaining to our airline crew, including requirement for self-isolation. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.